Well, we're still here, and today we've got a cup semi-final and a league game as we try and establish ourselves in mediocrity. Well, welcome back to Institute. Like I say, still here. We got the feedback that maybe we should give it just a little bit longer. And a couple of games ago, I was thinking that was really good advice because you'll remember we knocked Linfield out of the League Cup somehow. We rescued a point against Ballymena with a very late equaliser, which really we didn't deserve. Then Dungannon Swifts we took the lead against twice and didn't hold on to it. At which point all the news was about sort of like, oh, they haven't won for ages, oh, they're terrible. Then, and this was so sweet, we absolutely destroyed Newry. 5-0, start to finish, dominated them. And actually got above them in the table as a result. And then all of a sudden we beat Warren Point, who are a division below us, i.e. the one we should be in the League Cup quarterfinals. And then we beat Coleraine 3-0 in the league, and all of a sudden we'd scored 11 goals and conceded none in 3 matches. And now it was saying how we were unbeaten in X amount of time because we'd kept drawing games, which it was ignoring that. And the fact that we were so many points ahead of where we were last season seemed to be completely lost on people until we won a couple of matches. Sadly, we have lost our last couple of games. The Portadown game, we weren't bad, we just didn't create anything. I mean, I say we weren't bad. I mean, we were kind of in it, but we never created a chance. I don't think I saw a single highlight for us in the entire game. And Linfield did what Linfield normally do and back on form. They beat us. They scored early. We struggled to perform. We didn't really create anything, and then we had to chase the game, and they got a late one. So, as you can see, though, 7th. I mean, the giddy heights, and our next league game is against Crusaders. So if we win that, we can actually go top half. Would you believe? I mean, the fact we are still in a fight for a place in the top half, and I haven't even really been looking too much at what's happening below us. I probably should, because we'll be dragged down into it before long, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, it's a long way to go to stay in the top half of that table, or to get into and stay in the top half of that table. And frankly, we do not have the quality, really. Especially when you consider that, I mean, he doesn't really start particularly. I mean, he's starting today, but that's because it's hot on the heels of another game, so we're having to rotate. But Rory O'Hare, who should do better than he does, much like a lot of other people here, he has been promised to leave allegedly, even though I swear I didn't say that in the press interview I gave. I said I wasn't going to give in to him, which immediately I got then asked, are you concerned that giving in so easily might lead others to complain? It's like, I just told you I wasn't going to give him what he wanted. How is that giving in? There are things on this that really don't make sense at all. And in addition to that, I've just had to promise Jake Francis that he can leave. He, deluded little soul that he is, thinks he should be chasing league titles at this stage of his career. He's average for us. I mean, what's he going to do? Play ball boy for one of these title winning sides? I mean, I don't know if Linfield need a water carrier or what. Anyway, moving on. Right, this is a League Cup semi-final. I mean, there's no place in Europe at the end of this competition, but you know, it would be another cup final, wouldn't it, in my time here? And you never know, might make the fans forget how bad we are for 3 minutes until they remember and start complaining again. Right, well, last time we told them to have fun and enjoy it, they seemed to play quite well. We'll always scatter a bit of faith around. Right. I very often these days tend to ask or take the advice of my assistant and then tweak it. Especially the bench. You have to tweak the bench. He insists on putting a goalkeeper and 2 forwards on there. Goalkeepers never get injured or sent off in this game. And we only play 1 up front. So, I don't know if possibly it's a little nudge in my ribs that we should be playing 2 up front or something. I don't know. Right. Early and nearly conceded. So, I mean, Cliftonville are sort of a reasonable side, I think. They're not, I mean, they're sort of like upper mid-table, if I remember rightly. We've gone with the positive because, you know, we're at home, so we should try and go for it. Oh, hello, they are trying to close us down. Right, hang on a minute. We need to, in transition, right, let's not distribute to the fullbacks anymore. I want you to take long kicks. I don't know if you can take long kicks, but I want you to because basically they are trying to close us down. So we can't play it out from the back. You know, like the tiki-taka side we clearly are. I do wish you'd get on and have this attack or just lose the ball. One of the two. Oh, there you go. You lost the ball. Thank you. Oh, hello. Brown looked a mile offside, but Conway seems it's going to count, so Law, he's another one who has complained about playing time, but he's got a lot more playing time of late, so especially as we've had that ridiculous thing that we seem to have in Northern Ireland where we have like an international break, so nobody plays for 2 weeks, and then you suddenly have to play 3 games in a week to catch up for it, and it's like, there must be enough time in the league, surely, in this season, that we don't have to do that every time. It's a very odd, I mean, scheduling in this game is quite odd, generally speaking. I don't know if it's just sort of like, oh, that was, what, I'm sorry, how is that an own goal? What did you do? It looked like a soft header that he should have kept out. How did this go in off of you, Law? Oh, so basically you got in his way and didn't actually bother stopping it either. Oh, well done, Law. I was just, you know, sort of saying how you were getting more playing time, and then you do that. Just makes me wonder why. Okay. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, come on. He was off. That pass was late. He was off. Thank you very much. Couldn't have, you know, actually lifted it at the time. I could see that was off. And it was not that blooming close either. Good grief. Biased officials. Go on, relax. Play with confidence. Go on, hooray! Right, they're all happy and... Oh, hello. That's a free kick. Now, Law has scored a free kick already this season. No, that was never going to work. We're not playing badly. Irvine is bucking that trend, unfortunately. Go on then, McLaughlin. Now, Barry McLaughlin we've had problems with. He has not been playing well. Let's put McGoldrick on as well. Let's shake up the left-hand side of that pitch. Dish out a bit of encouragement. Yeah, I mean, oh, our goal is the only shot we've had on target. That's good. I'm glad to see we deserve to be level in this game. Well, I mean, technically we do. We've scored the same number of goals as they have. Well, he stumped it upfield. Oh, Agnew brings it down. Come on, boys. Let's... Conway, Brown. Oh, we're through. Oh my, just slot it to the left and Conway's got a tap in, Brown. Oh my lord. How do you not notice that? Oh, and he's right there. And he's got a bloody great Mohican sticking out the top of his head. You must see him. It's not like he's going to blend into the fans in the background, is it? If anything, that would make him stick out far more. The fact that he's wearing an Institute home shirt. I can't believe you didn't pass that, Brown. And we've still got one shot on target. I mean, this has not exactly been impressive, has it? Right. Hoof. Conway. No. Oh, God. Oh, hello. Redford. Picks it up. Conway. Walker. What was that? Might still... Oh, hello. Oh, no. Agnew. Oh, God. Is there actually a chance at the end of any of this? Oh, Brown! So you don't mind shooting there? Right. Hang on. Pause before you get into any replays. Right, we're just actually going to drop that back to balanced, and we are going to time waste the life out of the rest of this. Okay, and now apparently I can't actually shout any encouragement at the same time, because heaven forbid you say too many words at once. Oh, God. Oh, no. Just don't give away a penalty. Oh, for heaven's sake! Right, well, we'll stop time wasting then, shall we? Yes, confirmed. You better not have been telling me that that was up there. Oh, you can't have been, because you were on the time wasting. This should not be an extra time, boys. You should be able to kill a game when you've got 4 minutes to waste. 4 minutes. All it was. Not long. Oh, you can go out and play without pressure now. Yeah, having ballsed it up once, you can probably go out there and not worry about ballsing it up again. The chances of us scoring a third goal to go ahead, slim. Yep. Especially as we're going to have to score the 4th goal to actually get ahead in the first place. Oh, you have made a right ricket of this. I don't want to see that again, do I? I know we can't defend set pieces. We can see goals to corners at an alarming rate. Oh, is that Paul? I don't want to sign for you, McLaughlin. I tried to sign him. He's on non-contract at Cliftonville. I offered him a deal. All of a sudden, oh, I've decided to, stay with Cliftonville and play for them. Yeah. They didn't really value enough to give you a contract before that, mate. What does that tell you? I mean, pause. Right, let's. Okay, let's shove McLaughlin up there. That needs fixing, SI, as well. While you're on fixing stuff, try and make it so that when people move a player on the tactics screen, they actually bloody move, will you? Because it's very annoying having to do that about 4 times before you can get them to stick in the one position you actually want them to, especially when it's already lit up underneath them to indicate that yes, they will move there. Not that I'm bitter. Right. Okay, well, let's get that second man up front, shall we? And put McMullen on for Law. And deep line forward support. No, attack. Why not? Who cares at this point? Attacking. Demand more. It's not going to happen. No way we're going to get a goal out of this. No, so you can't even win that. Of course, if we do get a goal, we get another penalty shootout to endure, which will be fun. Oh, something happened. Are you just showing me the end of the game just to torture me into thinking, well, you never know, you might score? Oh, I hate these end of game highlights where nothing actually happens and it's just showing you the end of the game. Yeah, because he's offside and therefore it's meaningless. You may as well have not shown me that. My life would have been no less complete. Well done, boys. You bottled that quite brilliantly. I am furious with the fact you let this go to extra time with 4 minutes. I'll say it again. 4 minutes, boys, to waste. That's all you had to do was waste 4 minutes. Given the amount of my life you've wasted in the past, I really think you're very capable of doing it. Right, well, let's try and bounce back for the league then, shall we? Okay, well, let's hope for a slightly better result this time, shall we? I mean, we could still theoretically make it to the top half if, well, Glenavon don't play today, so if Newry lose to bottom of the table Ballymena, that puts you in a position, doesn't it, of really wanting Newry not to lose. I think we've got the cup draw coming up. Let me have a quick look. No, I thought we did. No, it was the wrong cup I was thinking of. I think it was the Reserves Cup I was thinking of. It showed me that there was a draw coming up. Right, I wish it had stopped making a mess of this because it keeps on changing the width of the columns on that. I don't like what it's done. And at one point it actually completely lost the tactical familiarity thing, which annoys me. Right, okay, well, let's go with this lineup and see what happens. We're going positive again because, you know, like I say, we're at home. And it doesn't really seem to matter too much. Again, with the whole, oh, we're all sick and tired of getting bad results. We've had a lot worse runs than this, as the fans will no doubt joyously point out when they were enjoying that 11-game losing streak we had last season. And apparently can't take it now if we don't win or even get a draw in like 3 games in a row. Even if they have actually been quite difficult. Although saying that, the last one we really should have won. Shouldn't we, boys? Right, well, let me point fingers and do that and see if any of them actually respond with a performance rather than just looking like they've perked up and then immediately falling asleep again. Right. I mean, I've just had a recruitment meeting. And honestly, they just keep on offering me players that, I mean, for a start, we don't know anything really about, or I can't see particularly anything about, because our scouting budget is so small that it gets spent almost instantly, and then we can't really scout anyone after that. I mean, we kind of scout people, but not really usefully, and not so that I know anything about them. So unless I can get them on trial and find out what they're like, I'm basically shooting blind, yeah, they didn't really produce. I mean, we have put in an offer on. Oh, good pass. Oh, even better pass. It's all in his plan. Scannell scores. First goal of the season. That really should not have been your first goal of the season, neither should it, Scannell. You've played often enough to have scored before now, given how good you're supposed to be. But anyway, well done. Yeah, we have put in an offer for actually a left back who wanted to play right wing back and actually said that in the contract negotiations. That's the position I want to play. And it's like, you're left footed. Oh no, he wanted to be an inverted wing back, which, I mean, in our system, who knows? It might magically work. I don't know. I mean, possibly it would, but right. Well, let's pump fists. Find another gear. I'm entirely sure we're out of neutral yet, but we are winning, so you know I shouldn't complain. Oh, okay. Bradley Walsh is playing left back today, is he? Oh, Conway has scored. It's 2-0. And as long as we don't go horrendously stupid. Oh, keeper got his hand to it, but Conway taps it home. Right, it's another corner. Irvine swings it in. Conway scores again. It's 3-0. Right. What is going on? See, this is what happens when I don't really pay attention when the assistant suggests a lineup. I've now got Bradley Walsh. Oh, he can play there, I suppose, and we are 3-0 up, so not too bothered. Right, well, let's dish out that least spotted of all creatures, praise. And you see, trouble is now. Oh, actually, no, it's not a problem, because what we'll do is we'll put Quigley back there, and then we'll give Barry McLaughlin a run out and see if he can be just as useless as he has been for most of the season. Anyone else? No, we'll have a look in a few minutes, see if anyone's looking a bit tired, but okay, don't do the long. Oh, why do they do? Am I telling them to do the long throw? McLaughlin, as if to prove me completely wrong, comes on and scores, because of course he does. Oh dear. And again, it's one of those days where everything has gone right, but they don't happen often enough for us, boys. Still, as things stand, we are 6th. And if Glenarvan lose... Oh, hello. Oh, apparently that's a penalty. Yeah, looked like one to me. Conway! Is that his hat-trick? Yep, that's the second hat-trick he scored. He scored one in the 5-0 demolition of Newbury, actually. So, well, you see, they do this, and then you all wonder why does he complain so much about this team? Why does he want to leave? And it's like, well, because they can do this every now and then most of the time they're just incredibly frustrating to watch. And I can't sign anyone better than what we've already got. That's the problem we've got. Because even if we got rid of some of those, we'd only be able to get people in of the same sort of quality, so we're in the same boat again next season. And I, for one, frankly, am not prepared to live like that. But I'll give them the plaudits. I mean, like I say, it's not the first time we've won 5-0 recently. And I mean, I think the only reason we're anywhere near being top half at the moment, well, we are top half at the moment, is because so many teams. I mean, there's like Glentoran and Coleraine who are decent, Dungan and Swifts who I think are overperforming a little, Linfield who are streets ahead of everyone else and therefore just don't really drop much in the way of points, even though, I mean, they did drop points today, but against second place. So, and then everyone else is so mediocre and much of a muchness that if you're having an off year, I mean, like Larne, for example, Larne shouldn't be down there. They're better than that. They know they're better than that. I mean, they've got 2 games in hand, so they can get themselves out of it. But it's just everyone in there is so interchangeable that it only takes a poor run of form and boom, you're in trouble, or a good run of form and all of a sudden, well, I mean, we haven't even had that good a run of form, but suddenly we're 6th. And it is just a bit weird. I mean, I think my plan now. I mean, look at this fixture list. Look at that fixture list coming. And we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 6 more games in December. 4. And then what's that? 8 games in January. And that Crusaders game will be rearranged because it's on the same day as the 5th round of the Cup. I don't know why it does that either. They know the 5th round of the Cup is then. They know everyone from this division is in that round. Why would you schedule a league game for that day that you know is going to have to be moved? It makes no sense. Just schedule it for the day you are going to move it to in the first place. I mean, admittedly, that does leave you with basically nowhere to put it in January because we play weekend, midweek, pretty much every week. Although, no, there's a gap there. The Saturday before that, there is no game unless that's been set aside for the 6th round of the Cup. In which case, why has that one been set aside for a round of the Cup, but not the other one, which everyone will be in when some people will be out for the other one? I'm trying to find logic where there is none. I don't know why. Right, well, what we'll do is... it's going to take a very long time to get through it. It may be that there might not be an episode on Tuesday. It might be slightly delayed, because this is a lot to get through, especially with transfers to try and sort as well, and decisions to make on that front. And I kind of want to get through the transfer window and see where we are before I announce any sort of decision. At the moment, my thoughts are I let my contract run out and try and find a new job at the end of the season, because I seriously, even though we have given it a go and we have got some decent results of late, I do seriously think this team cannot get any further than it is, because there is no money to do so. But we will see. But yeah, if there isn't an episode on Tuesday, then it's all these games that are the reason why, and the fact that I'm having to wade through it. Yeah, if there isn't, then there should be on Wednesday, and then hopefully things will calm down a bit and we'll be able to get something out before, like, around the break, whatever. But anyway, well, thank you for sharing that mixed bag with me, where we declared ourselves incapable of keeping a lead for 4 minutes and then destroyed someone 3 days later. Oh, technically 4. Yeah, like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time hopefully after the transfer window is shut and I have lost what little is remaining of my hair. Bye bye.